Here at the Birthday Party Project, we bring joy and magic to children experiencing homelessness. Every single month, we throw a big themed birthday bash, whether it is a county fair theme or it's Monster Mash with DJs. We want kids and families to experience something that they've never experienced before. We like to say that our parties are so much more than a celebration, that they are a loud exclamation point that children matter.
On your birthday, it's a very important thing to know that people are out there and supporting you. When I was in the homeless shelter, being a bit older than most kids who were there, I really understood the gravity of the situation. They give me a reason to keep going and try to make something out of myself bigger than what I've always known. I went from being homeless to studying computer science at Southern Methodist University.
So much of innovation happens at the ground level. When we start to impact our community, that's where the change really happens. And then it starts to build and grow from there. And how amazing is it that Toyota recognizes that too? I am proof that saying yes can create ripple effects far beyond our imaginations. And I'm so grateful for that.
Hi, everyone. My name is Antonia Hylton. I'm a civil rights correspondent for Vice News Tonight on HBO. And I am so excited, thank you. I am so excited to be here today and to be in conversation with one of our mothers of invention, Paige Chenault. And we're also here with Pamela Brasier. She runs a women's shelter as part of the program Women in Need. Thank you both for being here.
I know. Yeah.
Before we dive right into conversation, I want to point something out really quick, which is that in just New York City alone, 21,000 children are going to go to sleep tonight in our homeless shelters. That's just here in New York. And that's the local scale of things, right? And so as we have this conversation, I want you to keep those children in mind as we talk about some of the solutions designed to serve them. Paige, first question for you. In the video, we hear from a young man named Taurus. Can you tell us a little bit more about his story and the impact your team had on his life and his journey to college?
So 2 Septembers ago, our birthday enthusiasts, that's what we call our volunteers, had the privilege of celebrating an 18-year-old boy's birthday. His name is Taurus. Taurus got a $30 value Visa gift card, and as he opened it, he exclaimed, "I can use this for my books in college." And in that moment, we realized that we could do something for this child beyond this $30 value gift card. So our enthusiast at the time came to our team and said, "This kid's got something. He's exceptional. He's bright. He's the oldest of 3 siblings, and he's going places. What can we do to help him?" So we rallied our resources, our birthday enthusiasts. We do believe in being the bridge in our community. So we just reached out to folks. What can you do? How can you help us? This kid is in community college, making a 4.6 in community college at 18 years old while living in a homeless shelter. Let's help him get to the next level. I am so proud to say that in May of this year, he will complete his first year at Southern Methodist University with a 4-point GPA.
Yeah. So how do you take that success case and replicate it?
You know what? It's about getting to know people. It's about asking the next question. It's not just stopping at happy birthday, we're so glad to celebrate you. It's tell me more about you. It's taking the time to unpack and discover how what other people's dreams are, and then how we can use our gifts and talents to do something about that.
And Pamela, I have a question for you. You know, at first when you hear about the Birthday Party Project, you could see someone thinking, a birthday party is a frivolous thing when you think of the list of needs that a homeless child might have. What possible impact can a birthday party have on the lives of homeless families?
The Birthday Party Project is an amazing program. We're so lucky to have it at Wynn. When a family comes into shelter, they are interacting with so many different variables, so many different people, from the case managers to income building specialists to the child care program that we have on site. The important thing is that there has to be a time where children can just be children, and moms can just celebrate their children's birthdays. We're constantly saying that your savings is your rent money. And when the birthday party project comes on site, mom doesn't have to worry about the cake, the gift, or the celebration. They know that there's going to be that DJ. They know there's going to be face painting. They know that this room is going to transform into a place that it's going to look like whatever the theme is for that month. And they're consistent about the theme. Those groups are so responsible and reliable. We had a snowstorm November, out of nowhere. And we were kind of like, oh, they're not coming. Did they cancel yet? No, they didn't cancel yet. I'm putting on my coat. Oh, they're going to cancel. They came in. I took off my coat, and we partied like rock stars. They're an amazing group. And it makes a huge difference in the lives of children to just be able to celebrate their birthdays. And for moms to be able to do that, and just for a minute, not think about the trauma, not think about the experiences they have about coming into shelter in the first place. It's one of the great times to just have fun.
Yeah, thank you.
So spell it out for me. How exactly do the two of you collaborate together?
Easy. Women in Need makes it really easy for our team at the Birthday Party Project. They provide the best care for the families that they are serving and allow us to be consistent coming into the agency every single month. So whether it's the fourth Wednesday of the month, the second Tuesday of the month, we show up on time, and they're there welcoming us and greeting us. And the best part for us is that we get to have conversations about what kids are we celebrating, any special needs, like is there anything that we need to consider when we're coming in, what gifts do they want? Let's get them something that they want for their birthday. It's been incredible to see how two different organizations can really come together and be better together.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. From our perspective, I think that when we think about families coming into shelter, the trauma that they are experiencing from the time that they wake up, we don't even realize that the majority of our families come in, mom is already working, right? Mm-hmm. Mom just does not have enough money. When you have over half of our ladies working, to be able to make ends meet coming into shelter. And I think a lot of times when you have groups that come in, volunteers that are giving only their time, that are coming in to actually just make our families just the normalcy of it, right? All of us who have, children and nieces and nephews, we celebrate birthdays all the time. And it should not be such an expense that someone has to worry about. I can't celebrate my child's birthday because I don't have the money, because I'm saving to move, because I just don't have enough. And so when Birthday Party Project comes, it's just like an example of how our children in shelter can just be like every other child in the community in the world. It's perfect.
So this is a kind of big question, and I'm sure you both could write a whole dissertation on it. But can you tell us just about homelessness in America at this moment and how we got here?
It's a really big question. It is a very deep question, but this is what I know to be true from our experience, is that there is such a stigma associated with homelessness. And what you and I in 2019 might think about homelessness is completely inaccurate. Homelessness looks like sex trafficking rehabilitation programs, women that are fleeing abusers from domestic violence, people that are working 2 jobs but cannot afford a home. There are people that are, medical bills that have taken them out of their homes. Here we are thinking that they are perhaps lazy or incompetent or don't want any help, and I have found that that is completely untrue, and the opposite of that is actually true. And it's so true. Don't you think that there's so many people that we meet from Women in Need that are working?
Absolutely. Half of our women come in and they're already working. They just can't afford to maintain rent without assistance, on top of food, on top of transportation, and we live in the most expensive city in New York, right?
And affordable housing. There's such a lack of affordable housing.
There's just not enough. And so this becomes, a huge part of why families are still in shelter and staying in shelter longer. Even with all the supports that are put in place to kind of really wrap around families to be able to do this, not having the money for rent is a huge issue.
Yeah. So rapid fire with our last little bit of time. What are some of the few things people in this room right now could do to make an impact in the lives of kids experiencing homelessness?
Just treat people with dignity. Look them in the eyes and ask them questions. Let them feel known and seen and valued. Just as simple as that.
That's right. And without judgment and without making those assumptions that people just really don't want to be their best.
That's right.
And that people wake up in the morning thinking, I want to be homeless. It's really about people waking up and realizing, I'm going to be evicted today. Moms with children, or realizing today's the day I'm going to leave my abuser, right? Those are huge decisions that have to be made. And moms do this with kids every day.
That's right. Well, and also just come throw parties with us at the birthday party project, right? That's
right.
the easiest way to
Volunteer and
impact
donate.
children.
Waiting
that are
for my
experiencing
invite in the mail
homelessness.
right now.
That's right. That's right.
Thank you both so much, Paige and Pamela, and congratulations on the amazing work that you're doing every day.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you.